This is the Materials Designer Toolkit, part of the DMAT suite for advanced material manufacturing. The solution is for companies that are involved in material design and optimization to enable the digital assessment of material properties. Materials Designer is an online tool that can be reached via any web browser. After having set up the company accounts, all registered employees share the same data and computation results. Materials Designer can be used individually or as part of the DMAT suite. In fact, it is possible to transfer data to other toolkits, enabling more complex digital workflows. The main problem that the Materials Designer solves is the inefficiency and high cost of traditional material design processes, which rely heavily on physical testing. By enabling digital assessment of material properties through virtual testing, the tool significantly cuts down the time, resources, and expenses involved in the material development process. This allows for quicker iteration and faster time to market. The tool allows for extensive exploration of different material configurations and testing conditions without the limitation of physical testing. This makes it easier to find optimal solutions and incorporate various assessments such as cost and environmental impact into the design process. The tool supports several types of materials and microstructures and offers both fine element calculations for detailed analysis and analytical models for quick initial screenings. This flexibility allows the users to tailor their design approach to the specific needs. All these features come without the need for local installation of software. As said, the tool is used from a web browser, and the computational resources are automatically reserved without any concern from the users. Now let's go with a guided tour of the Materials Designer. We log in via the DMAT platform, and now, on the sidebar, we can start the exploration. In the material page, we define the base components of our complex materials. We can review, we can modify, and we can delete the base materials, and we can import and export to the other DMAT toolkits. In the microstructure page, we have a similar interface to define internal geometries of our complex material. Here we are reviewing a textile reinforcement with all its parameters. Finally, in the composite page, we define new complex materials and execute the virtual testing. The interface is similar, and now we are going to define a new composite material. First of all, we define a few descriptive information. And then we define a sequence of layers, each with its own microstructure, orientation angle, and thickness. Once we have done, we can review or update the information, and then clicking on the play button, we call for the execution of the virtual testing procedure. In the Compare Results page, we can explore the calculated properties of all the materials already virtually tested and compare each solution with the other. Finally, the user can define parametric studies, which are particularly useful for initial screening. The user can select which microstructure parameters are the input to be varied, and after the study is completed, assess the effect of each parameter on the mechanical or thermal properties of the final complex material. Now, coming to conclusion, DMAT Materials Designer is a tool that can offer significant advantages in the material design process. The use of its virtual testing capabilities reduces the necessity of physical testing. The implementing techniques of virtual testing allow different kinds of workflow: rapid evaluations for initial broad spectrum screenings, or detailed analysis for in depth material design and optimization. While dealing internally with things like mechanical modeling, numerical calculations, allocation of computational resources, the tool is designed to be as user-friendly as possible, adding all the unnecessary complexity from the user perspective. Thanks for your attention, and please contact the email address below if you have any question or are interested in this or other DMAT solution.